Test 1, 2.
He's not your dad. Oh, I read that
meme?
Yeah. Zuckerberg meme.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's a pretty good one. We got 4 people watching this already. Hi everybody, we're going slow. We tried to set up a new 360 camera, but it didn't work yet, so we're still hiding from you.
Still working on it.
Please enjoy the memes and the Adam lore, and we'll get with you when we're ready. It's all about us, not you. Just kidding. It's actually all about you. We wouldn't do it if it weren't for you 4 people watching right now. We covet your eyes on the screen.
This one.
That one?
Yeah, that's not.
It's mine. I made that. That's Hubble.
No, I mean the screen. So it doesn't say who's watching. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Man, it's been too long.
Yeah, 2 weeks. We're getting rusty.
I couldn't even see it. Those aren't great memes.
Zach. I love the voice effects that Adam Lore uses on this one. I'm gonna have to snap one more of your organic rock stars, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. Maybe you want to grab you one?
Sure. Thanks, man.
Show footage. Scratch. Turn that thing on, the cat looked right at it, and I'm gonna jump right at that camera. Or don't do that, dude.
So what are you doing? Letting people know?
Yeah.
We're on?
That's what I'm doing.
You going live on Twitter?
I'm just trying to paste the link in here. Come on, man. Thank
See the cat over here.
I can tell if you're doing that on purpose.
You never know.
It's okay with you. Me, if you hit me in the face as long as it's for the show. Well, within reason.
Whoa! Like so. I'm gonna pause this thing for 5 minutes. Hey.
I like the blue light coming from upstairs. Guess we're at 7:30.
Yeah. About time to start, right?
Yeah.
Back to the camera.
Ding, ding. Warski just fired Jeff. It was war ski, like, you know, like what you ski to ski on to go to battle.
You want this stool over there?
Yeah, sure. Since the war stool isn't over here. War stool is the poop you take in the battlefield.
I can't tell if my camera is where it needs to be.
Oh, we gotta change that too. Wow.
There's like a light glare right in my.
Should we fade in? Sure. So we're down to only 2 watching now. Let's wait until we get more people watching. I know Zach's probably here. Zach Lombe's pretty, he's a pretty solid fan, bro. He puts up with a lot of bullshit from us. Oh yeah, I can use this low drum. There's no rules against setting stuff on drum sets.
Hey,
This thing's still recording.
drummers do it all the time. No, it's not recording.
Chicken and shoe.
Chicken.
That was a story from our buddy Moose.
I'm gonna put this. Whoa.
Ooh. I guess I could do that. Could just-
Put this up somewhere. A little better.
It's hard to figure. I know. It's like we almost need to mount it upside down in the middle of the room, right?
That's a great idea. It needs to be like high.
Yeah. Because look, let me see it. Like this. That. Wherever we are.
It's upside down, but I could flip it.
Well, that still doesn't look that great, does it? We need a
You're on
stand
the
that
edge
does
there.
that.
There you go.
That's pretty awesome.
Can you put it on your on this?
Over here?
Point it towards
It has to be between us or it's not going to work.
over here. See me. See you. But you're kind of in profile. Hit it like there. On top of the Xbox, maybe.
That seems like it should catch pretty good. I can't see the noise.
Kind of
That's a far out shot.
loses some of its coolness being in the corner there. Here.
Nobody puts 360 cam in the corner. Yes, yeah, if this is the name of the show, we better go ahead and fade in. Hi everybody!
Let me play on this thing.
We're trying to figure out how to
Record.
position this 360 cam someplace where it looks good on Jim's app.
Everybody.
Can you hear us all right if you're watching, all 2 of you? We're competing with a lot of different shows like One of my favorite science guys is on. Worski usually goes live about the same time I do. We've got a couple of friends locally in town here who are actually performing live music right now at a venue downtown. They might stop by and see us, actually. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we couldn't get this thing to be part of the stream yet, so we're playing with it. And you'll have to look for the video uploaded later. That should look pretty cool.
Both do stuff.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, it's working. Hey, we're up to 3 viewers. I wonder if one of those viewers is... Oh, the pirate told me that he watches us sometimes.
Nice.
Whoa! Think about what you're doing, Sean. So at least it's not $1,000 worth of equipment, but I mean, still, it is new.
Yeah, I don't want to spill my drink.
Whoa, whoa. Some loops, smooth loops. Not so smooth scene. Come on! I don't know why we're not. I don't know why Mel Brooks hasn't called yet. I unfollowed him on Twitter.
Probably those Jew jokes that you make.
Mel Brooks can't be mad about bigoted humor.
Wow.
He's not allowed. Well, that's not. Well, he's a Jew too, so he can be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
True.
True.
He might be mad at me.
He might be mad at you.
You know how happy I'd be if I found out Mel Brooks was mad at me?
Yeah,
I mean, that means not only did he notice me, but I influenced him enough to have one of the strongest emotions known to man. Anger. I mean, I could pretty much wrap it up. Like, my career's over. Like, well, what'd you do? Mel Brooks was mad at me.
Maybe you could start a new career making famous people angry.
I'd love to.
Be pretty fun.
If you're out there and you're got a lot of money and you're listening, if you want to underwrite me with Jim's help, of course. Jim won't have to do anything, but I'll pay him some of the money you give me, and I'll do all I can to piss off whatever famous people you want. We'll figure it out. We'll do better than the paparazzi. That's my very specific pitch. Better than the paparazzi. Better than buttered popcorn.
That's saying a lot.
Doug.
Oh, I wonder if Doug's listening.
Yeah, I'm sure Doug's listening.
But I don't think Doug listens to right-wing propaganda.
Oh yeah, by the way, folks, we're going alt-right this week. We are totally right-wing. Hardcore anti-communitarianism is apparently a hard right ideology, so it turns out we're hard right. We didn't even know until I was in an argument earlier with a guy on a Facebook thread. So, I don't know, I feel kind of glad to have it resolved, like, finally. I've been all these years trying to choose, like, not left, not right, not center. I ruined that painting. See the meme? Oh. Our painting of Nate.
Oh, you ruined it?
I tried to mask it and add one of my swirly dump pours, and it just went all over it. They got underneath the masking and just crapped it up.
Can't control creativity sometimes.
You know what? I didn't want to waste the paint. You know how it is.
Yeah.
If it's house paint, it's okay. But if it's artistic paint, even if it's cheap tempera paint, like, to me, you have to paint until there's none. Those are the rules. Oh, that's not bad. Well, hey, I mean, we're on, so let's just keep listening to music and practicing and messing with this cam, and we'll keep running clips, but we'll change to a different Adam Lore set list. I do like this song. Adam wrote a whole soundtrack for an 8-bit game called Dino Golf that doesn't exist, and he made all the art for it too.
He invented a game?
Yeah, he invented a game and the soundtrack, but the game doesn't exist.
Awesome.
And of course, the dinosaurs shooting into a volcano.
What else do dinosaurs do?
Well, let's find some more Adam lore. Maybe we should just watch Adam lore videos this week.
Are you gonna switch it to the
to the memes? Oh, to shared commentary.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to go choose too.
Especially if we're gonna be running videos, we're gonna be using
Like my
fair use
Pancam media
rules.
examination.
So fair use.
Where's the Adam lore? Yeah, we're gonna watch some Adam lore. Okay.
I'll switch sides. Yeah.
That's right, right?
No, we need to switch
Oh, I
it
gotta
out
fade
there.
this in. Thank you. There we go. We're getting our prediction values up here. So let's go to playlist. I was thinking just put some more music on. Featured is probably a decent playlist. Let's. The full album? Well, that's cool.
They see it squelch.
This song is called Apple Tree. I remember it. Thinking about an island. We're still recording?
Yep.
Cool, okay. So here you go for you folks that are hardcore RX only. You tune in later and find this. Let's see.
Whoa. Wow. That's awesome.
It's called Around the Corner. Yeah, not quite. Kind of crowded by this drum thing.
You want to move it around?
Can we see the drum thing on the camera?
You know, I don't even know if I can see you on the doing that trick. Oh yeah, you wanna? I mean, when you just did that trick, I didn't see you on the.
That's weird to have me. Oh, does that work? What if I do this? What happens?
Oh wow, you gotta put it right.
I see it.
It's an infinity of infinity. You go around the camera. Whoa.
That's funny. I'm imagining that I'm shooting. I'm not shooting. The camera's just shooting. You have to move that part for it to be shooting. Let's see.
You might want to move.
Hi. You need to move this whole drum apparatus out of the way
Your
here.
drums.
I like that this thing's just, it's like taking on a life of its own. Oh, Friedman's back too. You know that? Oh, yeah, Friedman's back.
Is he?
Yeah.
Maybe we should get him.
We can get like a Wu-Tang sized crew, right? Losing Aura, the drummer, Joel.
Yeah.
We go mobbing up into an ice cream shop and make them like, ah!
I'd probably freak out.
How much ice cream do these guys want?
We all want samples of everything.
That's right. We're only here for samples, you know what I'm saying? We want 2 each of everything. And could you put them in a bowl for me?
Use all the little big spoons they got.
That'd be funny to ask him. We should go with this thing to Baskin Robbins and set it up on the counter and then just shake them down for how much can we get for free? Like, we're allowed to sample, right? Yeah, can you take all the samples and put them in a bowl for us? Instead of just one, or at least all the little spoons, right?
Yeah.
We want as big a sample as you'll give us and put it in a cup and then do that with all of them for twice for each of us and then hand them to us and we'll sample them all because we're making a video.
It's a great idea.
We could do an Adam Lore 2.0 and take this thing into the library and walk in and be really loud.
Show in the library?
Well, Adam, like back when it was a camera on your shoulder, walked in to the library, and he's like, "Hey, everybody!" or whatever. And the librarian, of course, is like, "Shh." Yeah, that's what he's looking for. He's like,
Yeah. Somebody saying shush. That was mine.
"Oh crap! Sorry, they kicked him out," which is, I'm sure, what he's looking for.
I'm gonna twist the
Yeah, twist the
key.
the nubbin.
So can we click over to our
Yeah.
other tab without that changing?
Except for I want to watch this kid dance.
I just want to. Oh no, it changes too. Does it? Yeah, it goes through double.
Yeah, we're there. We're all good.
Now we're
Oh, here Bouja Hadeen is
Now
saying,
we're watching ourselves watch. See?
"Oh, what do we do? Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, this is crazy. Bouja Hadeen says, "Don't know if 360 works in a composite layout. Think it has to be standalone for the function to work." Yeah, I think you might be right. So our plan is to play with this thing and then upload the video later so you guys can see it. You know, it's a way to make content while you're making content. We heard you guys like content, so we put some content in your content.
Nested content.
Yeah.
It's like a Russian nested content doll.
Exactly. Hey, I got in an argument on the internet today, and I found out that I'm actually hard right. I'm a hard right conspiracy weirdo, and that's because if you're anyone who's anti-communitarian is anti-communitarianism turns out is a hard right ideology. I didn't know. Because when I take the little test, the 8-point political test, I'm like straight down the middle with just a little bit of deviance here and there, left and right. Like I'm a little bit more right wing when it comes to money, and a little bit more left wing when it comes to how to treat people. But really, it's like to me, it's disturbing that if I take the test, I'm almost perfectly down the center, because that's what they call communitarianism, is the third way. It's like the ultimate center ideology. So it's like I was born to be a communitarian. Thank God I found Nikki Rapana, that far right wing Alaskan lady, and her super far right wing Jewish Dutch Native American daughter Nordica, who's a promoter and rapper in Alaska. She's so right wing, she's a pole dancer. It's very Nordica Friedrich is a very conservative. Okay, you hold the phone up and watch me, and tell me what give me some feedback as to what I'm getting here.
Yeah.
I won't forget you either, Adam. Yeah, this thing, I'm gonna have to tighten the string up. See that? Roll up. Alright. This should be cool. Like that.
Whoa.
Scratch the new guy's like, what have I been missing out on down here? It's like all you need is some catnip and you're in paradise.
Yeah.
I got fresh catnip growing at my house. I can make your cats be looking at me like, what's up?
What's up? Here comes a dope man.
To bring drugs? That's right. Oh wait, can't dance. That's only for money. So let's try around the corner again now that the yo-yo's
That's
just...
a pretty neat shred.
You see it? Like stall?
It's pretty awesome.
It's stalled out like zzz. The thing is, it'll keep adjusting. The more you wear out the string, the more oil gets on the string from your hands.
It'll loosen and tighten itself up.
Yeah, it'll especially since these are the tolerances are so high or so tight. So it's like there's a sweet spot. Not so much trouble with them juggling balls. They don't change weight while you juggle them.
They're pretty static.
That'd be pretty awesome, actually. Juggling balls with ballasts inside, with like a smart ballast.
So they spin themselves around sometimes randomly.
Scratch the new guy's trying to help you out, Jim. He's like, well, I got it. It's hold on, I got it. Hold on. I think this is one of the very first songs I ever showed you of Adam Lore because of your art. All types of toys are welcome in our castle. Tell your reptiles and amphibians. Bring your friends. Reptiles and amphibians.
Whoa. Keep losing back there. I think you'd end up coming back pretty well.
There we go. Just gotta go back to regular old practice here. If I have to do that, that's just helping. If you have to do it, that means I've had an emergency.
I'm worried
My
about
yo-yo
my thing flying off.
The strings are strong, dude. They usually break. And I usually replace them before they ever. You gotta check them too every once in a while, you know. If you've been playing with it for a few days, few weeks, you check the string and look, because especially with your equipment in here, yeah, if it looks any wear and tear, I'll take it off and replace it, because especially that thing. I don't want to go like this. Whoa! And then I'm down there washing cars, trying to get enough money. Yeah, see?
I'll bring it up to the... Tightening it up?
Yeah, I went the wrong way. Hope Ryan Martin's okay out there in Yo-Yo Land. We love you, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Oh no. Okay. Oh no, good. Still connected. See that camera?
Hey. Ouch. It's a zinger. It go fast.
Myself.
I guess we could go back to Adam Lore so that people aren't having to watch redundant us, huh? Yeah, I'm curious if this thing will if we can make it work with OBS or not. Because to me that's pretty stupid to not be able to. At least you should be able to have that weird twisted out surreal looking landscape and have that be one big screen that we could go to. You know?
We might be able to do that. We'd have to get.
We just have to figure out how this thing feeds over. I mean, I think we were close with that download, but it looked like that was just to play it.
Might have been.
Like, it's not to... I think the design of this thing is more... They weren't thinking of people wanting to live stream. Like, I think live streaming is running over the top of all regular video and photography. Like, they're like, you want to do everything live now? Like, all the video companies are probably just like, ah! We just figured out how to make it profitable to have it 360 at all. You know how long it took us to get those two cameras to sit back to back and no seam?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Almost no seam. You can like move this drink can around in it.
Well, I think being that they're letting information out about levitating insects, that pretty soon we're gonna see hovercrafts.
What are you talking about?
Like the bumblebees levitate, and that guy that made that platform you stand on, but they put all the beetle wings on the bottom of it, and he was just flying around, and like that information's coming out more and more.
show that on the show?
I don't think so, but we can. We can do that in a little while.
That's pretty neat.
Can you see him? Here, put this like that.
They call it Trump technology. Hey,
Can you see him over there or not?
yeah, I can see him. Hey.
Ouch. I've got it a little bit too tight. You're scared of it, Scratch. He's like, of course I'm scared of it, dude. It looks like you're controlling it.
He wants it pretty bad.
Want to see something funny? Let's mess with him. Let's see what happens. So it's got to get it pointing that way.
Whoa! Hey.
I thought he'd go after it. I can't believe of all the things, what are the chances I hit that leg? I got all this square footage, and I aim for that leg somehow. For the next 100,000
Piece of pizza? Let's go.
Yeah, sure, man. I'll eat one. Thank you. Anybody else want a piece of pizza? Digital piece. Oh yeah, I forgot. If I go back over here to see if you're commenting, then you get us. 3 people watching. Well, we're glad you're here, folks. We're glad to be back. And we already did one little glance at the footage from this little guy here. I think it's still rolling. This guy, the video is actually pretty amazing. I'm curious still about the setup was super easy. The packaging was super easy. So I'm pretty curious. Can we make it work with the live stream or not? Or can we at least, like, we should be able to stick it up there like a distorted photograph. All right, it's time for pizza, folks.
Pizza.
So I'm on both sides of the
Yeah.
picture.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Need a napkin, man.
I'll get some
Hey, thanks, dude.
upstairs here. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, I love this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sleep in the ocean. With the smoking kid. It's a crying shame that Adam's whole album only has 91 views. That's not right, you guys.
Is that 191? Chat.
Looks like our chat code's not in there on the main screen, too. Well, looks like old Bouja Hadeen might have said something here. Ham and pineapple? No, gourmet veggie. Well, looks like Jim has sausage and pepperoni, olive, and mushroom. Is there mushrooms on there too?
Mushrooms. It's good stuff.
No, I'm a vegetarian. It's true. I've
gone back and forth with it for a long time.
Not me. I love my cheeseburgers.
If only they loved me. Oh man, what's this one called? I wonder if the song list is down here. This is the album I've listened to the most out of all of Adam Lohr's albums. Look, at a year ago I said... Should I come back and like my own comment?
Yeah. It's always good to like your own comments.
Nice. 4 years ago, this guy's saying the same thing. Like, because I used to listen to this at work. Adam Lohr's got so much intellectual property. Nowadays, we just need to find a way to put it all out there. We could probably accidentally make Adam rich and famous if we would just make the infrastructure for people to find him.
It'd be easy.
He'd be a good test batch because he's got the material already.
It's all good. It's all like studio quality.
It's good enough. I'm sure he wouldn't say that. He'd say, no, these are all shitty demo takes. I never did go back and record them, just like me and Nathan were talking about upstairs, right?
Yeah.
That sounds like shit, but we got it out. Next.
Yeah.
It's funny. Me and you have been doing that too. I guess as a team, you and I need to decide at some point that we've got enough or that we have some that we really like, and then we need to go back and record them properly into something really good, you know? Yeah.
I'm gonna grab another drink.
This is a great video. Yeah, it looks like my chat's not working up there. See? Yeah, looks like we're featuring Adam Lohr. We've got ourselves about 10, almost 11 minutes of footage, and boy, this thing's dying in the ass for battery. So yeah, the VIVITAR DVR 978 HD appears to be, I think it's about 70 or 80 bucks plus tax, depending on where you're at. Appears to be a steal of a deal, man. Less than 100 bucks. Wi-Fi connection. You grab the app on your phone. We downloaded the playback. The playback player for the computer real easily. Went to Vivitar's website. I mean, pretty much plug and play, man. I mean, we were trying to get it to show up on the OBS software, but it, you know, there might be a patch for it or something. I know they do a lot of the open source patching it up and trying to make it better. But so far, we're excited to just. I think we're gonna dive for battery life. Maybe we'll have to plug it in and charge it. Our goal is to, we figured because the studio is so big and wide open most of the time, there's no reason not to give the full pan view, you know, especially once we get a little farther along, a little more organized. Then make this a little bit more like a sound stage and less like a combination sound stage basement. Oh, this song. I like this song. Wonder how long ago this was. Adam Lohr could tell us when he recorded this. Published in 2013, but I think the album's older than that. I remember listening to it like 09, I think. 08, 09. Write it on the hyperglass to me. If you got something to say, if you got something to say, if you got something to say to me. Adam kind of predicted the future.
Song?
Yeah, if you got something to say, he says, write it on the hyperglass to me.
The
hyperglass.
That's
right.
on the hyperglass. Write it on the hyperglass to me. I always hear that word as like a medical procedure. Oh, I had to get a hyperglass to me.
If you get one of those, you don't have to take your shoes off at the airport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, then the technology is finally in you, so you don't have to ever open it.
Yeah.
They add a hyperglass, so you have a hyperglastomy, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
And your prostate exam gets easier.
An optical hyperglastomy is so fucking expensive, though.
Yeah, that's true. They have to pull out your existing hyperglass.
Yeah, and they have to use dichroic Hegel glass.
It doesn't come very cheap, does it?
No, it's so dialectical.
Prescription only.
Write it on the hyperglass to me. I forgot that guy's name. That actor. See if we're getting any more comments. Our comments aren't showing up over there, so we just have to keep bouncing back. Infinity and beyond. Oh, no. We got 4 people watching, but no commenting. 3 thumbs up. Hey, thanks a lot, folks. We love that. Thank you for joining us while we eat pizza. Oh, your battery's about to die.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, man. Maybe I can turn off the Wi-Fi. Oh, that killed the camera. Oh.
Almost 15 minutes.
Well, I'll shut
Well, that's
it
part of the review, right? We can plug it in and see how long it takes to charge.
down. That's a good idea. Get back to the camera here.
VIVITAR better send us a check. 3-hour review. Right?
That'd be nice, yeah. I gotta log back in. Come on. I'm just gonna pause it here. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna plug it in.
Cool, yeah. The cord that came with it's over here. Let me grab it for you. For sure.
It's just a cord.
Oh, it wasn't the cord that came with it? This looked like a really nice cord.
No, it came with like the shortest cord you ever saw.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a nice cord. You want this at Warner, it says. Sure. This is a nice-ass cord. I mean, it may not be high quality, but they made it visually and aesthetically pleasing.
Bought that at a gas station.
Shit.
High quality and aesthetically pleasing.
Take these back home since I'm leaving the nice ones here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take those other nice ones back home because we're not using it anymore. We don't need them anymore. We haven't been doing no what do you call that? Hangouts. Next week, back to the Hangouts, Jim. Back to the Hangouts. Paint you a great big wall of flowers.
Yeah, I don't want to deviate too much from our original flight plans.
Yeah, we haven't done it forever. Check, see if we're getting anybody watching here. My sister-in-law. She doesn't say, "Oh, cool, you guys are live. What's he doing juggling?" She's like, "A rock star organic. What is that?" You didn't notice that we were live on YouTube juggling, playing with yo-yos, and reviewing a brand new 360 camera? Question mark. All the way down. What's that?
What is
This
it?
looks like mold making. Yep, I knew it. Look what you've done to me, Jim. I hope you're happy, man.
way down. Oh, that's funny. I started to plug my phone in, so I pulled on this. Like, where's this at? Like,
Do you need to plug your
I
phone
should.
in?
Yeah, I should. I can take it upstairs or
Here,
something.
Here's another one. You can just plug it in. Over there, there's another one. Under the napkin. I love these videos he got.
Yeah, his video editing is amazing. It really is.
They're so 50s and strange.
Yeah. He finds all that good old footage like this. Like this guy.
Like, what do you even...
This was. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. That's something I might avoid if I could help it. Adam Lore's search history. And not because of the normal reasons. Most people it's because they like don't want to find tranny porn or something.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to. I might learn too much too fast.
Nobody wants that.
You want another piece of pizza? I'm gonna grab another one. Oh, you still got some left.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I guess now we can't excuse ourselves to mess with the camera, so we might have to actually talk to these people or something.
Yeah. We'll have to start the show.
Maybe that's what this week's actually about. It's about starting the show.
Time to start the show. Time to start the show.
Look at this guy polishing his knees. Yep. Well, it seems like everybody's content.
It's like some kind of military drill where you gotta take off
Yeah.
your leg and clean it and reload it and put it back on.
Who can take their leg off and take it apart and load it and put it back together the fastest? Blindfolded.
Blindfolded. Oh, look.
And then the guy that's actually blind always wins.
There's one or two of them in every squad. He's the guy that drives.
Yeah. Well, they can't call wind. I think we should build a plexiglass box and a plexiglass wall and target shoot with the BB guns pointed straight at each other with that 360 camera.
That's a good idea. We could probably just do it with BB guns. Just kind of stand about 25 feet apart. Wear some eye protection.
Adam, what in the world?
Well, that's racy.
I didn't know my brother was one of these guys that sneaks porn into his videos.
Whoa.
Yep.
Are those naked?
There was boobies, yeah. He
breasts?
smuggled some boobies on there. Boy, we better change it.
Yeah. This is killing our PG rating, I think.
Yeah, we might have to actually mark this video adult now. Thanks, Adam. Tricky. Oh wait, I did it wrong. Oh no, it'll go. Okay.
Yeah, now it's going infinitum. There it goes. Infinitum, infinitum.
Man, I hope that it's not the AI bots that know how to flag you.
Can they flag for nudity? Do they have an AI bot for that?
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. I went to my Google Photos where I have everything uploaded to Google for photos. And Adam. I was gonna turn this down just a little bit, but that's so dangerous.
Let's just go back to RX2 cam. Transition over here. What happened?
Can you throw this screen into here?
Oh, it wouldn't be that easy, no. I don't think it'd do it anyway because we've already got those 2 cameras up there.
Can we put the comments in there?
I don't know why the comments aren't in there. Like, I'd have to go and pop out the box and paste it in there. It might... Like this.
Can we do it on the run?
I don't know, let's see. So we go here. Oh, it needs to be all chat, just in case people are cursing. Whoever you 5 people are, we love you, and we're thankful and grateful that you're here, and we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Pop out the chat and copy that. All right, let's go back over here and where are they? It's not there. Live mic, piano cam, MCSB, media exam cam. Oh no, I should be here. Okay, and so this one, if we go to settings there.
There it is. Isn't it? Friends and lurkers.
Okay. Now, there we are. Cool.
Let's see if it works.
Nice. Oh, looks like we got a comment from somebody new over here. I can't quite read it. Oh, that was... Luckily, 337 says, what on earth did I just turn on?
There seems to be a little gap though still.
Ooh, yeah, what's going on over there?
That top thing maybe showing up.
What is that?
Is that an upper view?
How weird.
Can you click it?
Let's see here.
Get away. Now you're covering me up.
I know. You thought that was an accident, didn't you? What's going on there?
Maybe we need to reload our that page.
Oh, this right here. Yeah, let's try that. F5. Oh, maybe F5 doesn't work on Mac, huh? That's really strange. Oh, to answer your question, Luckily337, apparently Adam Lore had some mild nudity in one of his videos, and we did not know, and we were letting that roll and using it as theme music while we were testing our camera and yo-yoing and juggling like we always do, and that's the answer. Boobies. So I wonder why that's there. What happened?
What happened?
All right, I got an idea. Hold on, let's go here.
You gonna take it out?
And let's see here at the very top of here. Maybe there's a mistake.
Oh, maybe you made it too tall. Make it 600 or 400 instead of 500. That's better.
Good idea, Jim.
Do we lose some comments?
No, that's still good enough.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, we're getting laughter. Oh, we should go back to the... Now that there's no boobs, maybe we should go back, huh? Shared commentary, because this is good stuff. This is a great video. If we go full screen, does it? Oh no, we can't. We could do this though. But we don't want to do that, huh? It makes it funny. What's it look like if we do that right here?
Let's see.
Yeah, it covers up too much of it, huh? Hopefully that pipe will bust. There's members of my family that get mad if you play that song because it gets stuck in your head so bad.
It does get stuck in there.
They're like, what are you doing to us? Why? You post it on Facebook and they're like, why? Oh yeah, speaking of songs that get stuck in your head, please enjoy Mary Had a Lot of Lambs by Adam Lore.
Oh yeah.
And Jim remembers this one. Always kind of wanted the answer to that question there. Why are those sheep running around that car?
Mecca.
What about the Christians? Don't the Christians get a Mecca?
Yeah, they run around a black Saturn.
Make Mecca great again? Lord of Lambs. This one's kind of racy too. This must have been the virile Adam Lore for this album.
I love that high-speed karaoke going by. What?
Did you bring your garbage can down or
Just took it out. Just pile it back up. We'll wait another 4 months.
Yeah, I tried not to put too much matter in there.
We got another comment. He said, right, blame it on poor Adam. Janine said the boobs are the thumbnail on YouTube.
They are, really?
Here's the racy one.
Like the boobs are literally the thumbnail?
Might have to check that. That's awesome.
It's funny. Cool. Amanda Laura, subscribe to our channel. That's my sister-in-law. No, the thumbnail's okay.
No boobs on the thumbnail?
Nope. But I do like that our live feed, the next thing below us, showing up in the search results,
What?
is the Smothers Brothers.
Oh, nice.
So we're doing something right. You take that, Mel Brooks. We'll kick it with the Gentiles then. I'm a goyish boy.
Goy's boy.
Goyish and boyish. All right. Mr. Dorr and Adam Lore. Oh yeah, barbecue. This one was on. Your girl noticed this one. I remember. I thought this song was newer, but apparently she had a copy of this like Way, way back.
It's got 705 views. Nice. It's a performer.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm sweating. And I'll bring my
Hot
crew.
down here today.
Yeah, it's a little warm, huh? Your AC still giving you fits?
I just kind of shut it down. It's
Just to wait and see.
yeah, it's not really.
What in the world is he trying to blend?
He doesn't really like to work on the hot days.
Oh! Mashed potatoes? Oh, so we got to continue our review here. So far we are... Oh, it doesn't tell you.
It doesn't.
Yeah, so that's kind of annoying. I'd say that's the first annoying feature I found. Is that while the camera's charging, it doesn't give you, like if we're waiting, we just gotta wait, like maybe we'd have to time it ourselves separately to, if we were like really in production trying to use it and we had to recharge it.
You can't turn it on when it's charging, but you can plug it in once it's on. You can't plug it into the charger and then turn it on for some reason.
Oh, weird. But if it's on, you can, if it's already on.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that's another kind of anomalous feature, it sounds
I
like.
think it's like a mistake. Also. Or I'll try to turn it on and see. Double check. Oh, no, it worked.
Cool, and how much is it out then if you turn it on?
It just says it's charging.
Oh, it doesn't even tell you when it's
Yeah,
on?
it says MSDC.
Want to dance?
I
I said that because this is a sentimental song for us. Frog in the Soup Jet.
Frog in the Soup Jet is a classic. So have you heard rumors that Trump was going to lift the federal marijuana ban?
I have heard rumors of that, yeah. Should we fade the slowly over time, fade the video down? It's pretty hard to talk over Frog on the Soup
It
Jet.
is kind of hard to think.
So let's, we'll just slowly fade Adam out here. Maybe we should transition back. Just leave it. We'll leave it rolling quietly in the background there. Actually, we can hear the proper fade. So yeah. So you think Trump's gonna actually legalize marijuana federally?
Well, if they regulate it like liquor stores, then yeah, I could see that. Like you were saying, the government is getting involved in the growing business.
Oh yeah, yeah. That I never saw direct firsthand experience myself of it, but I know that the non-governmental organizations, NGOs, an NGO is a way to pretty much represent the government without officially or legally representing the government. You know, that's what it is. And they are definitely they're definitely in the game, man. Oh, we've got some comments now, Jim. We've got some comments now.
Ooh.
And the way that this guy writes the F word is very suspicious to me. It says, "Fuck you, Sean. It's not charging. I watched a flat Earth convention. No." Huh. Those are very confusing comments. I think I know who that is.
I might know this guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like a New England Patriots fan or something. Don't you think that's him?
Well, the way that he spells fuck, I would say so.
Yeah. People that spell words funny like that, it's either that they're, well, maybe they don't write many letters because they're kind of illiterate, or it might be because they're affiliated with something like gangs. I don't want to say which gangs, but it's probably not the Bloods. So yeah, some yo-yo tricks.
They're Mexicans.
Mexicans? Yeah, Mexicans. I heard that the Mexican gangs, that whole argument started Norte versus Salte or whatever it is. It was an argument over like a pair of Nike tennis shoes in prison.
What?
And that argument allegedly divided the entire prison population in the state of California, North versus South, for all the Mexicans. And now it's just been bloodshed and murder and death ever since. Well, Serreño. Norte and Serreño.
What is Nike the god of? The goddess? Goddess? Of Discord or something?
No, it's not Discord. That's a good question. My kids named my profile. That's a pretty good name. I mean, for being kids, and that probably was a while ago. Either that or they just did it. This gentleman may have just created a... hey, since you're on here, please go ahead and click like and subscribe, if you will. Butterfly Knife Effect. The Norteño were the ones from the States. Okay, that's just a rumor. Thank you. Yeah, I remember trying to read up on all the little gang histories, and I know it mostly, for one thing, I know it's probably not right, because legend and lore and rumor all become something like the truth no matter what. But it seemed really silly to me that, like, somewhere in California there was a disagreement about a pair of tennis shoes, and that somehow generated massive division between, like Mexicans in prison were all of one accord, and then somebody disagreed about a pair of shoes, and then they lined up on opposite sides. Like, that doesn't seem right. This guy's kind of a demanding.
Yeah.
I see. So Serranos were the ones that were still from Mexico. That makes sense. Yeah, we were gonna bring some Mexican kids this week, but we don't have any cages. Ha 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 ha! You see the look on this guy's face? That's not funny. All right, let's see if we can get Man on the Flying Trapeze. Am I on camera okay there? Can you tell?
I can't see.
Oh, let's look. I know exactly who it is. I don't name drop. I try not to name drop ever, but especially people whose name is their profile name, I'll say it, but I ain't gonna say your name because that ain't right.
Red Zone 24.
Yeah, Red Zone 24. That's who it is. Obviously. What's going on over here? I was trying to see,
Scroll
make
that
sure.
one down so I can keep reading it.
Oh, sorry.
To the bottom of the.
I liked the tone of your "What are you doing?" What are you doing? Here we go. All right. I have a kennel. Oh, dude.
Maybe you should come and be on our show, Red Zone.
Yeah, we could have like a who can take the biggest dab night, and I could just not participate. I don't know why that popped into my head. It seemed like the automatic talent for Red Zone 24. Like, watch this. We spent $100 and he's gonna smoke it one shot. Because I know this guy, and he'd say, "I'll try."
Yeah, that's an invite.
Is that an invite? Yeah, sure, man. I'm trying to get a Man of the Flying Trapeze going here for you so you can see it. Let's see. Whoa. Actually, we'll go around the world first. This is from a homie Red Zone. Whoa! Man, I'm slipping. Like, see that cat? You got me nervous. Anxiety. There we go. 1, 2. There's around the world.
Nice.
Around the
Showing up?
world, around the world.
Kind of showing up.
Maybe. Let's try this way. Around the world twice that way. Alright, let's try again here. Almost. Give me one more shot. The man, or actually, we could rock the baby in the cradle first.
Rocking the baby in the cradle. There it is. That made me think of that movie, the new Blade Runner. Instead of going, cells, you're going to do yo-yo tricks to get past your computerized Turing test. Rock the baby in the cradle.
That'd be tough.
Crap. And you're on a timer? Alright. Man in the flying trapeze. Oh, almost.
Pretty
I hope he
tricky.
had a net, because that was dangerous. Alright, pretty tricky. It's harder than it looks, boys and girls. I'm going to get it this time. Ooh.
Whoa,
It's annoying.
I'm kind of in a real
I know,
dangerous
I'm
spot
watching,
over
I'm
here.
watching you. Ooh, the cradle. Here, well, let's try this one. This is one of Jim's favorite tricks. It's called Around the Corner.
Yeah, that one's cool.
It's a cool trick. See this trick here. How far am I from the camera? See. This trick's called waterfall. Go over that way. It's waterfall. Oop. Come on back to me. Come back to me, honey.
Whoa.
This is called a fancy way to wind up your yo-yo. That. Come back to me.
That's fancy.
It's just like a real woman. It's a hard time coming back to you. Just kidding. Okay, so let's try again. Man on the flying trapeze. What am I missing?
We're gonna be here probably till 10 tonight.
Oh, he's trying to come right now.
You want to swing by?
If you want to do that, you can.
Yeah, come on.
We got
come
other
on
guys
down.
that might come too. I have a kennel. That's still cracking me up. I made that joke just for you because me and this homeboy right here make inappropriate jokes. That's what we are about. Like really bad, inappropriate humor. I'm getting mad now. All right, Mr. Man. If you don't get up on your trapeze, you're fired. Yeah, I don't think he wants to work here anymore. You're fired.
You're fired. Yeah, send him home.
There it is. Oh.
Send him back to his trailer, I
It might
guess.
be that I got the yo-yo adjusted. Having an
You adjusted too
I
tight?
can do it this way. Nah, it is. It's too tight. Not gonna work. So, watch this. Okay. You gotta be real careful when you do that, because if that string pops off of that little
Have you got is there a spring in there?
sealed ball bearing. The axle to this yo-yo is actually a sealed ball bearing. So just a whole bunch of dudes coming. Well, we got girlfriends, man. We can only pick it. We can't. We don't have those kind of girlfriends. Like, hey, don't come downstairs. We're gonna be down there with hoes. That's. Any girl that accepts that isn't really your girlfriend. Quick heads up from SB. If your girl is down with you kicking it with girls all the time, she's not really your girl. She's probably kind of everybody's girl. Alright, let's see. Don't like it, does it? Yeah, it's not happy. How come you don't want to man on the flying trapeze? Why? Let's try this here. This is a great trick right here from my friend Red Zone 24. It's called Spaceship. This is the only real spaceship you're gonna see tonight. That tightens up the string if you're left-handed. So, here we go. Maybe I just need to calm down.
Oh, that she records it.
That's got my brain thinking all kinds of things. Whoa. Yeah, that was closer though. Alright. Why is this so hard? See how it's not in the air? See how it's not straight?
Like you have to.
You're winding up your wobble.
You have to get the. That. That was close.
That was pretty good. It's supposed to flip back around.
No, it's just supposed to land on there and walk back and forth. So let's give an example of the trick this way. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like that.
What's this one called?
The man on the flying trapeze. So this is the man. This is the trapeze, and it should.
He swings.
Yeah, it should look like.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's an impossible trick.
Thank you. Thank you. Red Zone 24 gonna sign out and go do something. I'm signing up for the Space Force. I heard the program is called Trumpets in Space. I thought it was Muppets. There we go, like that.
Nice.
All right. You see that? You see that? You see that? You guys got that? Rewind it if you missed it, okay? Oh, sorry. All right. I think that's enough yo-yoing.
That's enough, Sean.
Play a song. Should I play that David Allan Coe song? Just kidding. I know that's one that he would appreciate.
Yeah, that's a pretty good song.
Let's put the yo-yo away. Oh, we never did tune up this guitar.
Time to put the yo-yo.
Tune this thing up and play us a song. What? No guitar picks? You mean pocket? Space Force.
You're getting picky now.
I can't believe it. I'm very disappointed in myself.
Usually we got a pick around
No,
here
I kept
someplace.
one up your teeth. Don't look at. Oh yeah, don't forget your
A light bulb.
your silly experiment is here.
Besides.
There's an old pick. That'll work. Let's go back over here to. Oh yeah, I wonder if I still the strap off this one. I think I did this once before.
Right him down there, killed him.
Ha ha ha! Do it. There's a lag, man. There's about what would you say? It's 10 seconds, Jim, of lag.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune this up. Go ahead and juggle for him. But yeah, just so so Red Zone or whatever his name is understands, there's lag. Be all
Yeah,
set.
there's about a 9-second lag from what happens here.
Well, he
to what
said
happens
do it,
there.
and so I'm not positive what I was doing where he said
I
do it.
play the guitar.
Oh yeah, I know now. It's the David Allan Coe song.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we already had titties on the show tonight.
Yeah. We lost our PG rating.
Yeah, I probably really will go change the settings after the show to 8D'd it up.
Whoa, shit.
Like, y'all youngsters,
No kids watch it.
don't be watching. Pardon me while I tune. Please enjoy the juggling of James Maiden. You want to switch and stand on this cam?
Oh.
Or I guess you're
just
standing
stand
in a
here.
place where you can be seen, right?
I'm on both cameras.
Be seen, bro, because you're awesome. My partner Jim is an exceptional juggler. We're both out of practice, but we're catching back up. Right, Jim?
Oh yeah, it's been too long of a vacation there. Last 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks?
No, it was
we
just
were
a
off
week.
last week. Was
Yeah,
it 2
just
weeks?
last week. It just seemed longer.
Felt like.
Feels like it's been a year. I'll help you out here. Hold on. Oh,
It's alright, I'll get it. I got more down here.
You got a lot of balls, kid.
Just keep tuning, Sean. Stay on track. We'll switch to some Little League softball, baseballs here. Sometimes it's a little bit easier.
Ryan. No Ryan.
No Ryan.
Hope he's all right.
Maybe he's just watching and can't
Yeah, that's
comment.
true. He might be got dirty hands. Wow.
Washing fishes.
Washing fishes?
Washing fishes. That's what everybody does. That's what they wash. So what do you think, Red Zone? You think Trump's gonna legalize it? He says, "Some stains on the pillow." It's a classic.
Yeah, I don't think I ever learned that one.
It's really entertaining to watch somebody tune a guitar.
No, it's not. Sorry, guys.
Thanks for restringing it, though.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Knew that was gonna happen.
You knocked over your lemonade? We've had a lemonade disaster. Well, up to 4 people this week. Usually we max out around 7 or 8 people, so a little bit less viewership. Skipping a week does that to you. It kind of knocks out your numbers. But almost there, so gotta play something, I guess. Now this is a secret technique that a lot of amateurish guitar players don't understand. You go back. The guitar is not a perfect instrument. It's not like a violin or a piano. It's not in perfect fifths. So you go back and do what we call temper it. So we're gonna match the G's, the 2 G notes. We're gonna match the B to the E to the high E and adjust the B. Then we're gonna play the D and the open G, middle 2 strings. Make sure they sound like a chord. And we're gonna play A and an octave down A, and the same. So let's try that one more time. Okay, so that should make it sound a lot cleaner. Oh, it didn't work.
It's a tinny sounding, huh?
Tempering it didn't work. That didn't work.
What are we trying to do?
Temper the strings a little bit.
What?
Well, no. It's a term. I didn't temper your strings. The torch or something. No, like the guitar's not a perfect instrument. So, like a piano or a violin, it's not tuned in perfect fifths, or fourths or whatever it is. Let's see. Yeah. Fourths, perfect fourths. And so, after you tune it up, usually like you can match the G to the G, the B to the E, and the 2 middle strings. Like you've seen me do it, and it takes like the better explanation for this is like when you learn to play the guitar or you hear somebody playing the guitar, they'll tune the guitar and it sounds okay in one chord, so the G sounds fine. And then they play a different chord and it's really close, but it's not right. Like like that. See, so the G sounds okay. I'm just gonna tune it again with the tuner. But when you temper the strings, it eliminates that mostly. Now it doesn't truly eliminate it, but it tricks your ear enough so that it sounds clean in every different chord position, so that you don't play a song and it sounds good, except when you go to the last chord and then it sounds flat and wobbly, and then Cadillac Smith says, "Practice at home."
Oh, cat.
I wonder if Caddy's still alive. See, there's the D. Sounds off to me. Hear it?
Yeah, it does.
Another thing about tuning, if you're ever going to be a musician or you got a kid learning music or anything like that, you want them to hit the string as hard as they're going to actually play when they're tuning. You can't tune real quiet and then play loud, because that doesn't work. You have to strike the string when you're tuning about the same. Like if I'm going to strum like that, then I need to hit the string about as hard as I'd play. See, those are all right, so...
Think it's got a warp in it from being so hot?
It's not warped. This guitar's in good shape. It's just we just need to. So let's try and temper it again very gently. So, because I just went through it, it should be all right. So, I'm gonna bring this up. Just hear that the high G is warbly to the. So we're tuning to this one. We're gonna match this to that. That one's like.
Oh, you're gonna make it warbly then?
It's already warbly, so I'm gonna.
You're gonna make the bottom E warbly like that.
I'm gonna make the bottom E. Right now it's going wom wom wom. Yeah, Jeff's right. Mujahideen is correct. And I don't know how you would adjust it on this thing. You know, maybe you could try a different bridge in here if it really doesn't want to work right. Because, like, okay, intonation, it should be... Those should be identical, except for the octave difference. That one sounds a little different. That's the... Intonation is the reason that electric guitars have those little tiny saddles that have the little tiny adjustments on them. Yeah, so that you can move them up and back and forth, because that's what adjusts them. So we'll just try and do this again here. Let's see. So, I'll bring it up just a little bit. I'm going to take it down low. Sounds good, right? Okay, so let's try B and E. Those sound pretty good, actually.
Did you put the mediums on?
Yeah. That's the other thing. It's medium strings.
That's what Mujahideen says.
Yeah.
That's
he's smart. I've never heard him play, but I assume he's an excellent musician because he's got the tools in his head. Plus, he really likes that one guy who's really good. I can't think of his name, but he plays that song "In Cars." Gary Newman? No, it's not Gary Newman. What's that guy's name? He'll tell me now. He's not as well known. You know, that car sounds kind of like the people think it's the Cars, but it's not. It's more sophisticated than any of that stuff. How's that sound to you? Sound like that? This string's a little higher.
sucks now. He hardly plays anymore.
Newman. It is Newman. Okay.
Randy Newman?
No, Gary. I think his name's Gary Newman.
Gary.
It's kind of digital and electric at the same time. But it's like 80s. You'd like it. I know you'd like it because it goes with some of the other tastes that you have. Oh man, Randy Newman. Short people, no reason to live. Okay, yeah, I never listened to his old stuff. I really know mostly about him because of you, Bouja Hadeen. I always just knew that song. A little bit closer. Now it sounds like the C's a little bit off.
Better size. Whoa.
Oh, that's annoying. Pneumanoids are like parrot heads or dead heads. Okay, I get it. Now we're getting into some deep music nomenclature there.
Humanoids.
A pneumanoid. I'm sure with a little bit of practice I could become a pneumanoid quite easily because he's got that. That thing.
We'll have to maybe play one.
The other thing is we just strung this thing.
Yeah.
It's probably the first time it's ever had medium gauge strings on it. So it's detuning and retuning itself as we go too, so that's a lot closer.
That'll sound better.
Ugh, I'm not used to this thing.
Feels different?
Yeah, well, I mean, the strings are tight, so... But that's okay. I was trying to think of something we can just play through here that's cool. That's not too complicated. Oh. Watch this. I'll show you. And now, for my next trick. We'll let that thing sit overnight.
Yeah.
And,
Come back next week.
short people have no reason to live. Oh, I want to put on a show.
not the evils of this world. Pay no mind to judgments that are hurled. Curb your tongue and answer not to fools, finding for excuse to enforce rules. Live here only once and to survive. Thrive not like a tapeworm in the bone life, waiting for a simple crown of jewels. Curb your tongue and answer not the fools. The orb is sawn asunder by their tools. Orb is sawn asunder by their tools. Hope is sawn asunder by their tools. Hope is sawn asunder by their tools. I wrote that song and I don't remember the ending. Yeah. That's how it goes. So it goes from the top. They're kind of like brothers and sisters. I think they're just sisters. These songs are sisters. One light sister, one dark. One optimistic sister, one suicidal.
Like fraternal twins from different dads and the same mom.
Yeah. Song is called My Wallet Is In My Way. I'll sing it quietly. I can't believe I haven't disappeared after all these years. I can't believe that all I feared was merely mist and puffy smoke. Can't believe I would not have died and conquered them all if I'd only tried. If I'd only done what I said I was going to do, we could have made it true. We could have made it true. It's too bad I never did what I wanted to. Too bad. Too bad I never did what I promised I would do. It has affected all I'm going through. I can't believe it is so sad what I did not do with this time I had. Badly see my madness glad, can't you see? I'm never
coming home. That's the way that song always ended. Oh, that's kind of depressing. Ever written any happy songs? Probably not. Oops. If you make a mistake, a great way to cover it is with Scooby-Doo laughter.
It was a great way to cover anything, I say.
Just like the white window, sing songs I like she. Huh. That song kind of deflated me. Too close to home, man. Happy and sad.
Maybe we should change gears.
Too close to home. Leave Brittany alone! And I couldn't ever go home! I had to hide out for 30 days! 30 days and I couldn't even go home! For 30 days! Oh, that made me think of Jack Sink. Jack ain't here either. These motherfuckers better get in the chat! What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh, that didn't work. I didn't clean my glasses. What's going on here? Let's try again.
Hey, get down. Should we play a video? Or you want to play another song?
I was trying to think if there's anything naturally uplifting and happy. I mean, that other song, I didn't really give you any prep, so it's not like we're not really doing it. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Like, I just started like, hey, want to play some songs? Like, no, I didn't do that. Like, let's tune these guitars up for an hour, and then we'll give up on that one and just, I'll play some depressing shit, and we'll let it suck all the air out of the room.
Yeah.
I was thinking to play the All Wrong song, because that seems appropriate. That seems like the natural next song is the All Wrong song. All Wrong song
That could work.
goes. Let's see, no. Everything's pending and everything's in and everything that is, it is a sin. I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. That's why I wrote this song. Everything is that is, it's all wrong. It's a raw deal made with the devil, made by the man himself. Some people squeal. Some people chuckle, but it's a puzzle and nothing else. It's all wrong, and we're long gone. Everything is that is, it's all wrong. It's wrong. 'Cause everything seems to take so funky long. 'Cause everyone's spending and everything's sin and everyone's single, so cannot win, and that's wrong. That's how it goes. Everything is that is, it's all wrong. Everything is that is, it's all wrong. So long. Everything seems to take so funky long. 'Cause everything's ending and everyone wins and everything's over 'cause it had to begin because it's wrong. La da 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 ha ha everything seems to take so funky long. Guess I got a habit of ending songs that way, huh? That seems like the perfect last chord for that song, huh?
It seems alright.
Here we go. All right. Well, let's stop playing music. Thank you for accompanying me.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that. Oh yeah, there's that little electric guitar. Let's fix that thing up and hang it upstairs, man. So when we're sitting up there, we could do it. Then we could. We should get a brand new, old-fashioned marijuana pipe, and stuff a bunch of something that smells or tastes good in there, and then just puff on it but never light it. And we'll hand it back and forth. Pretend
Potpourri or something?
like we're smoking weed together. I don't smoke.
Yeah.
We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. We don't take our trips on LSD. We don't burn our draft cards down at the courthouse.
Nope.
We like living right and living free. I wonder how many people didn't know that that was Merle Haggard kind of making fun of his father's generation. I love about that song? He says, "We like holding hands and pitching woo." Makes me think of like young, skinny, lanky kids that aren't comfortable in their skin, but they're holding hands and they're going, "Doo."
You're going, woo!
They're looking at each other like, if we knew how to have sex, we would. Or something like that, you know. So I thought we talked about something a minute ago that we wanted to. You want to put
that guy made with the bee wings.
Oh,
on
the
it?
hovering bumblebees. Let's see. Let's.
Hovering bumblebee chair wings. Also, I wouldn't mind maybe listening to some. What was his name? The guy that.
Let's see. Ooh, look at here's a replicate of it. Well, let's start. Okay, folks, we're gonna click on this one here, and we're gonna transition back over here so you can see it.
Whoa.
Let's pause.
Pause it. Looks like we lost our.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause. Oh yeah, that thing turns itself off. So apparently the gentleman's name is Viktor Grebenkov, and he discovered that a species of beetle has covers on its wings, and the real wings have a really finite pattern that allows it to, well, for lack of a better word,
it's aerodynamically impossible for it to fly, right?
Yeah. They don't. The bumblebees and this creature both, and many insects that.
Because of their mass.
Yeah, they don't technically fly like an airplane or a bird. They actually levitate because they beat their wings, and it creates. There's a cavity inside of their exoskeleton that between the combination of the beating of the wings and that cavity, it creates
Vacuum above them.
It creates a vacuum in the ether.
In the ether.
Yeah, it creates it makes like a levitating bubble. And so this gentleman here supposedly got a bunch of the wings and put them on a platform because he was experimenting with them, and they were essentially anti-gravity devices. And so he built.
He put real wings on the
Yeah,
platform.
yeah, and he
they
would
don't
never
have to move, do they?
Nope.
They just have to.
He had a cover that would prevent the platform from just floating, so you don't have this thing that just floats. And then so he would turn the thing so that it opened, and then he would float around, and then flip the switch and cover the things back up and sit back down on the ground.
Oh wow!
And there's people apparently trying to do it again. So let's see here. Let's make sure.
So this guy made this like
50 years ago? Or
Yeah,
100
yeah, it was
years
a long
ago or
time ago.
something?
The footage in photography is black and white, so
Oh, wow.
so we got sound. Oh, I turned it way down here. Let's turn this way up.
Turn it all the way. Oh, my.
Yeah, because
Grebennikov was kind of a non-conventional scientist. He was an entomologist, did a lot of work with bugs, entomology. And his favorite thing was to go out into the steppes of Russia and into the various outer hinterlands and camp out in the summers and study his favorite subject. And on one of these expeditions, he started seeing some weird effects. This is all explained in great detail on the AchilleNet site if you type in Grebennikov and his flying box or gravity platform. But anyhow, the result of this was to show that he found a certain bug that didn't fly, it levitated. And this was, he'd put this bug into a little vial or something, and he saw this vial jumping up off the lab table, jumping up and down. And of course, this is patently impossible based on any thermal physics. So he got into this, and he found out that the bug wings themselves were creating an anti-gravity phenomena under certain conditions. And of course, what we have here, if you analyze, I think I found a bug, actually a beetle. And if you analyze this bug structure, you see a hexagonal pyramid structure array throughout the entire bottom wing of this bug. Turns out that beetles have two wings. The top wing is called a wing cover, and what the beetle does is it lifts this wing cover up, and then it flips out its lower wings or inner wings. Now the bug cover protects the inner wings, but when it gets excited or something, it flips these other wings out, and it flaps these other wings, and the inner wings flap a little, and this beetle goes gyrating around. They can't fly very good, but they sure levitate great, I guess. And anyway, he took a whole bunch of these bug wings, and he glued them to like a Venetia blind structure, and he put it into a little platform he built. So they were all, these bug wings were all covered in here. And he used I theorized he used the wing covers as well as the inner wing itself. There's also a kind of a handlebar on this thing with some.
I love that logo right there.
A little better here in detail. The controls, I think, had to be manipulated continuously and probably vibrated to create the same action that the bug was doing. There was also down at the base some kind of a lever, which I suspect controlled the amount of lift he was getting out of this thing. Anyway, Grebennikov claimed that he could fly this thing or levitate it, and it would go around at almost 1,000 miles an hour. Now you ask, how can that happen? You know, well, he said that there was an energy field that built up around this thing due to this gravity field building up in the platform, and by this thing building up, it built out a force field that basically surrounded him and protected him from the local environment. So even though he was flying at 1,000 miles an hour, you could go, you could be wearing your Sunday best suit and not get it flutter a bit at 1,000 miles an hour.
Wow.
I'm not sure I'd want to stand on something going 1,000 miles an hour that's 2 feet square. But this picture here shows him sitting on the ground, and these pictures are much better if you get on the AchilleNet site. This is the platform with him on it about 3 to 6 feet above the ground, because here's the shadow here down below. Now you could say this is all faked, but if you get into the other things that he did with shape, they almost mirror the stuff that I discovered, and it proves, I guess, that there's either two crazy people in the world, or there's two people that have found the same discoveries. So I think that this is a valid phenomenon, and I'll show you why. Next slide is a micrograph.
It's about 5 or 6 minutes. It's probably almost over.
Inner wing. This is at a 100x. If you look closely at
I
this
need to
thing,
grab that book.
you can see rows of bumps all along the bottom of this wing. each row is staggered from the next row next to it. And this is all over the surface of the bottom of the wing. Now, I don't know of any aerodynamic surface that has bumps all over the bottom to help it fly better. If you blow this up to 430x, you can start to see some of this microstructure of the cells that form where these bumps are. The next slide, at 970x, you start to see what these bumps that stick up are. They're hairs, look like hairs or fibers that grow out of the center of these hexagonal cells. And of course, this harkens back to my basic shape power discovery, is that each one of these, because of their shape going down to a point, is creating a magnetic field. And remember, a magnetic field is a rotating piece of vortex in the ether.
And that was it, right?
There are some videos of
let's
him
cancel
flying,
that.
right?
No, I don't think there is video of him flying it.
Pretty sure I saw it someplace.
So let's go back and check and see if we're getting any comments here. Okay, so no, we only got 2 people watching. You guys are missing the best part. You tuned out at the wrong time, guys. Okay, so let's check this out. Replication series. So these guys are saying that they've tried to replicate it. Let's see what we get here.
Hey YouTubers, this will be the 3rd video in the Grebennikov video replication series. Today we're going to try to get one of these shells to hover over
I've
the
seen
other.
video of somebody flying on that thing.
The original
Oh, really?
Video, yeah.
Okay.
of this video
On a box like that.
is what inspired me to do this series. So I hope you like it. Let's get started.
My tooth broke.
Tooth broke?
Not real bad, but I feel like a bigger hole than used to be in there in the far back. It's alright. Maybe old Rabibnikov or whatever isn't as old as we thought, huh?
Like from the 50s or something.
Could that, well, that just looked like color footage. Maybe that's a
Yeah.
different Russian guy. Let's see here.
That looked like the same footage. It looks like it is kind of moving.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It was levitating.
Yeah, they work together apparently, yeah. Good thing we don't have a couple of these, because me and you just sit here and do this for hours.
Look at that.
Yeah, I thought maybe he had made replicas of the wings, but it looks like he has real scarab beetle or something, right?
Yeah, scarab. Those are like the shells.
Yeah.
Like the
Outer shell.
the outer shell, yeah.
Alright guys, that's my replication video.
Covering electric.
What do you think? Pretty convincing? How did I do it? Tell me what you think in the comments below. And 1
Interesting.
week from today, I'll post the explanation.
Oh.
Thanks for watching.
When
Well, this
that?
was in 2014, so
You think there's an explanation?
maybe
Deep dielectric bookshells.
Here's some bug shells, beetle shells.
electricity. It's back to
Not sure what
Ken
type of
Wheeler.
beetle.
Ken Wheeler.
My friend sent me these months ago.
If you're watching this and you haven't checked out Ken Wheeler, you need to take
You
your
know, I
ass
was
to
playing around
school.
with them months ago.
Go
They
find him.
had a little bit of an effect, but not much. But now this is a solid block of Teflon, so you're getting, obviously has more static, so you're getting much more effect. These are dielectric materials. It's natural chitin, CHITIN.
Chitin.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do some more tests now that it's on a block of Teflon, see if anything happens.
Yeah.
It's doing it. I wonder if it's reacting to the.
Static electricity.
Well, normally it would pull. It must be.
Right, because
It must be.
the Teflon's super repellent because of the fact that it's
Well, static electricity is something that's negatively charged.
Mm,
So So it's positively charged.
Are you positive?
I'm negative sometimes.
You grinded it out to you when you picked it up so hard, dude.
Okay.
Not thinking about how electricity works or what.
Spin it around. Rub it.
It's not gonna work on the Teflon. Rub some cotton on it.
Mm-hmm.
The one other guy who was doing this has a thick southern accent.
Something's
He
happening
calls
in a
that,
couple of them.
like chittin or whatever. He's just like, it's cotton. It sounds like he says it's cotton. You know, it's like, it's not cotton. What are you talking about? Don't break them.
Can't do much with one hand.
There you go. You're getting something. This guy does this for 10 minutes? I don't know. I gotta go back, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go back and see this other guy's
Second video.
yeah.
Hey YouTubers, this will be the third
What's his
video
name?
in the Gerbenikov
Limitless
video
research,
applications.
yeah. So if we go to videos and go to most popular, it's gotta be like right up there at the top, right? Like levitating bug wings is gonna be one of the most popular things ever, right? Yeah. So is that the this is the same one.
Yeah. This is the same.
Is this the
There's number 2.
so let's see, is this the
Hey YouTubers, just a quick follow-up video. Today I've got some dried leaves, and I just gave this nylon a good buff, so that it would build up a static electric field, and hopefully, there we go. I'm gonna be able to see that I can produce the same effect that the beetle shells show, with just these dried leaves. What this tells me is that the videos that are out there that have plexiglass or plastic or nylon in them, even if they're, you know, a little bit away from the source. There's one out there that has a aluminum pyramid. I think the static electricity is going from the plexiglass through the pyramid up into the beetle shells. There's another one that looks like the wings are hovering over each other. Honestly, I think that's a little static electricity and possibly some thread involved, because they seem to pivot on one particular axis. Go
interesting?
and watch that video again if you want. But here on unfinished wood, and there's no static electricity, there's no effect. Okay, I want you to know where I stand on this topic. I am all about doing the research and looking into it, but I want you guys to
The
know
other ones
the
were
truth.
upside, you know.
So I also have a microscope. I'll be putting some pictures at
It's
the
like
end of this
different beetle
video
wings.
of the
There's a microscope for sale out there at the country
these beetle
store.
shells.
Like a microscope.
Nice.
Like
Also,
$250, yeah.
I'll be looking into Victor's old research of his beginning works, where he looked into beehives and their effect on his sensation, what he could feel in his hand, and their effect on carbon. So that's what you'll see in the next couple videos. I will continue doing research on beetle shells and looking at their microstructures, but
I'm curious what the
probably
top
won't
comment
open
is.
until I get some promising results. All right, so here's a few pictures for you.
Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't look at all like those other the other guys' photography.
I wonder if he was using different beetle wings.
He said he refused to give up the genus of the beetle because he figured that if people figured it out, they'd just go harvest them all and kill them. You know, that he would just ruin that creature.
Who would, the Victor?
Yeah, yeah. He wouldn't tell anybody, which Now this is great.
Yeah.
Now that's amazing.
Yeah. Just with sound waves. This might have been the video that I watched where they had the guy flying the cargo out.
Oh, okay.
How long is this one?
20 minutes or something?
Yeah. I think this is it.
Oh, I couldn't resist.
Couldn't resist. Yeah, you use those sonic acoustics. Do you have that? Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Take it
I
off.
didn't think about that. That's the way to put it.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah. Like a marching band.
yeah. We should put the bass drum pedal on this.
That's a good idea.
John Hutchinson is a self-taught theoretical physicist.
Oh, this guy, yeah, I remember
who
this
has
guy.
discovered the key to the Bermuda Triangle phenomenon, among other things. He's
John
been
Hutchinson.
a
He's the
speaker
guy
on
that built the
Discovery Channel documentaries. Not that that means
He
anything.
built
They've
the
been
Ark of the
instrumental
Covenant.
as well. John Hutchinson
Remember?
collects
Didn't he?
old
That's the guy.
surface Navy equipment. He hooks it up and does some experiments with it. He's compiled quite an impressive collection. While experimenting with Tesla coils tuned to ultra-high frequencies and pointing them at different objects, and he was able to make them fly straight off the ground and pull metal apart like rubber spaghetti by fine-tuning
Yeah, he was doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
All the
Like rubber
effects that John
spaghetti.
has discovered have already been
Like
known
rubber
to our
spaghetti.
military since the 1930s, and I will point out one experiment in particular that was leaked accidentally. The Philadelphia experiment. There were many experiments like it done by the military, all of them still classified as naval studio. During this one experiment, they placed 3 large Tesla coils on the destroyer, one on the bow, one on the stern, and one on the mast of the ship. They ran a large gravity test, observing different frequency ranges and recording the results. They found that in certain frequencies.
I can't be sure Philadelphia. If it has a poster like that, it's fake, folks.
Hey,
They're always like
good way to
coming up with a
your
good.
ass. Make a movie about it.
Yeah, they're always coming up with some lie and then like get you to believe the lie has got to be at least somewhat true, and then make a movie about it and get somebody like fucking Ed Norton Jr. to star in it.
Is there an Ed Norton Sr.?
With Ed Norton Jr. as well, there has to be a. It has to have a dad. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Is that like a little insider? What's my stage name joke? It's really my. I would name myself Senior. SB Alger Senior.
Alger Sr.?
Yeah.
SB Alger the first?
Let's go over here and see what we're getting. Any comments? Anybody? 4 people watching, but nobody wants to talk much this week. We appreciate Red Zone 24, Buja Hadeen, and we had some. We got no randoms this week. These are all regulars, huh?
Looks like.
Zach Lomby jumped in at the very first there, but we haven't heard from him since. But that's
What about
okay.
Luckily?
Luckily, yeah, she's been tuning in every
57.
sometimes. Yeah. No Ryan Martin. Oh, I was talking about him. They got shy. One left.
Oh,
Shh, quiet, John. So, yeah. What do you think? We should
I think
start
on this
late
video
and
is where
early?
that- we
Oh,
could
should
video
you,
that
you want to
part.
see if we can jump through here a little
Might be able
bit?
to Just roll through it.
Why isn't it giving us a... Yeah, I remember seeing this guy's effects. I vaguely remember this too now that you mention it. Hello, Mr. Tesla. Nicola. Hey, Nicola. Nicola.
They lost me.
Huh? Uh-oh, math equation.
Yeah, it's coming up here.
Cancel. Oh, yeah, it's right here in this section. All right, let's watch this, because this is the guy. Cotton.
Frequencies that cancel themselves.
Cotton.
Cotton. There's the what is it called?
Tree of Life and the Flower of Life.
The when you move stuff.
Oh, by the way, Renshaw says there are the two most common materials in this world are cellulose, because it doesn't decay, and cotton. Cotton is spelled C-A-I-T-I-N. That's what all insects are made out of. Cotton. It's the shells, the body, beetles, roaches, butterflies, everything's made out of cotton, and it doesn't dissolve and it doesn't die. So all the dust in your house, that's billion-year-old bugs that are still grumbled and falling. But what's interesting about cotton is dielectric. The Casimir plates are dielectric.
Yeah. Casimir effect, huh?
They repel electricity. These nanostructure arrays, when you look at them under a microscope, this is what they look like. This is excreted by the bug in growing its tissues, you know, the cotton. That's what it looks like as you go significantly.
Yeah, I love this guy just because of the way he says cat.
Finer and finer. Looks like it's machined. It's almost perfect. Go to the next one, please. This is even a finer magnification. And these are those little resonating cavities that appear to pick up the lower you go, the higher frequencies, like a straw with a certain frequency, like organ pipes. As the organ pipes change in length, the frequency goes up. So the deeper you go into mass with these resonating structures, eventually you're going to hit Cater's frequency, below infrared terahertz, and you would be able to cancel gravity. So this is what all this is leading to.
Cat.
The original experiment, he's looking at a microscope. This one particular bug, he won't tell us if it's a beetle.
What happened to our sound? No.
A beetle or a butterfly or some kind of a wasp. He won't tell the genus of the insect.
Maybe it's a scarab. Looks like a scarab to me.
But he claims he was looking at one little piece of it, a concave, concave. It's like a satellite dish. And he's looking at that under a microscope. It's a chitin plate, chitin, C-H-I-T-I-N. He's looking at it under a microscope, looking at this extremely precise nanostructure array. Well, this is electron microscope. But in this one, he's looking at these star shapes all on these concave plates. And he happened to take a pair of tweezers and he had another one like this, and he dragged it across, and it jumped out of the tweezer and floated up in the air and fell off to the side. So he thought, I've been working too long. So he takes it out from under the microscope, and he does it again, and it floats up out of the air and floats back down.
Keep losing our sound.
No, I think it's the video.
So he goes out and kills a bunch of these bugs and rips off their wings. And he glues them all to this board, like a grid, 10 by 10, something like that. He sets it where all the cups are facing up. He drops an ink pen on it, and the ink pen floats in the air. He drops a tack on it, the tack floats in the air. He turns the board upside down, and the board floats in the air. It's like, whoa! So, and it all sounds like BS, but remember, fluctuations, 0-point energy, and training, the whole bit. Okay, he said the detail broke loose from my tweezers and hung suspended in the air, and then it fell back. He ties these panels together, and he makes these panel blocks made out of cotton. Okay, so they're basically little repelling blocks. Okay. Array levitation of pen, tack, and other objects. He says, I'm not naming the class to which this insect belongs. It seems on the verge of extinction. He's a big tree hugger. I have no problem with tree huggers. But you got to protect as much as you can. And he doesn't want to give the name of this because he thinks if this gets out to the world, they'll come in and take every bug they can. I wrote him a letter and I said, look, We don't care about the name of the bug. Just send us a couple of samples. If we can duplicate the effect, prove it's not electrostatic, it's not electromagnetic, we can make artificial, just analyze it with an acoustic microscope. I mean, a scanning microscope. Get the specific dimension. Is it hexagonal? Tetragon? What? And make it into an array. What is the structure, the size? Is it on angstroms, micrometers, what? And just run off sheets of this stuff. So if you made a pair of coveralls of this stuff, you'd float in the air like a big balloon. So, oh, it gets better.
Is that like a? Those are bee parts.
Yeah, they keep showing bees that looks like they're good.
Looks like it's levitating. Is it? It's when they hold the tweezers above it.
Yeah, I don't understand. I wish they would explain themselves why they're pausing it. What's that bobber got to do with it?
It's in north and south.
No, I was joking. what's a fishing bobber got to do with cotton?
Are you literate, Sean? That looks fake. I don't get what's going on in that video. Are they hanging on to it by a microscopic little hair? I guess it is sort of reacting in some kind of static electricity.
You guys are going to need to be a lot more...
Well, that's kind of neat. It's like it went all the way down along the field
around,
lines.
yeah, exactly. We had followed the hyperboloid.
Oh shit!
Now see, sorry about that.
Cotton.
Cotton.
Cotton. Oops.
Hold on, I think it's the... Did I mute it?
You made those little clicks go up. There you go.
Because the sound on this video is just weird, right?
Yeah, I don't know if this was the same video I watched. I remember it being.
Yeah, maybe not.
Correlated Magnetics Research presents Programmable Magnet. Correlated magnetic structures are programmed by imparting onto the substrate coded patterns of magnetic field sources that determine their field and force.
You want to keep this rolling?
Programmed correlated
We
magnetic
got ourselves about
structures
15
respond to
minutes
each
left
other
before
based on
10.
attract, repel, or cancellation forces coded into their surfaces, and the spatial proximity of the structures themselves. Correlated magnetic
I can just skip ahead too if you want. You want me to skip ahead a little bit?
Non-contact attachment device.
Sure.
Utilizing a pair of permanent magnets. Before they make contact, however, a stiff repel force is encountered and the magnets move away. The opposing forces are damped out in short order, and an equilibrium position is achieved. The magnets are trapped between balanced forces of attract and repel. So how do we accomplish this? Here is a typical force versus distance comparison. Contact wear. Automated mechanisms can grapple items without touching them. Passive stability and vibration damping for optical tables and other devices are enabled. Even non-contact docking of modular space vehicles is on the horizon.
It's a man named Grebennikov from Russia. Grebennikov was kind of a non-conventional scientist. He was an entomologist, did a lot of work with bugs, entomology.
Yeah.
And his favorite thing was to go out into the steppes of Russia and into the various hinterlands. And camp out
it's
in
the
summers
Egyptian
and,
beetle.
Study his favorite.
Because when I went and saw,
and
when I went and saw The Devil Makes 3, I'm gonna go again. Their whole stage was completely occult, black and white, with lights extending down from the ceiling and lifting up from the floor.
As above, so below, huh?
Uh huh. And
What color were
all
lights?
black and white. Everything, the lights were just regular, kind of like the one that you just saved. No, they were just plain light. But the huge border behind their whole stage was a huge scarab beetle with its wings all the way open. And if you didn't know what it was, you wouldn't know. It just looks like a bug. It actually looks more like a wasp or something, you know. It doesn't look...
Yeah.
But if you know, it's like, okay, we've got like kind of a subtle black and white theme. Their music is very occult in the lyrics. And then as above, so below. And a huge, wide opened up scarab beetle. Like, all right, guys, you're giving out a message. I'm receiving it. Thank you. Yes. I don't know if it means you worship the devil, but you definitely know about him.
Well,
and you are up there.
Like he's part of the show.
You're up there on stage.
You and me, and who else?
He's in your name. Yeah. Me and you and the devil goes Pete.
On one of these expeditions,
you and me and the devil goes Pete.
He started saying,
"Don't cross the streams. Ah, we're in hell."
This is all explained in great detail on the HeliNet site. If you type in Grebennikov and his flying box,
HeliNet,
gravity platform.
Yeah, that's it.
But anyhow, the result of this
Grebennikov
was to show that there was he found a certain bug that didn't fly; it levitated, and this was. He put this bug into a little vial or something, and he saw this vial jumping up off the lab table, jumping up and down. And of course, this is patently impossible based on any type of normal physics. So he got into this, and he found out that the bug wings themselves were creating an anti-gravity phenomenon under certain conditions. And of course, what we have here, if you analyze, I think I found the bug. Actually a beetle. And if you analyze this bug structure, you see a hexagonal pyramid structure array throughout the entire bottom wing of this bug. Turns out that beetles have two wings. The top wing is called a wing cover, and what the beetle does is it lifts this wing cover up, and then it flips out its lower wings, or inner wings. Now, the bug cover protects the inner wings, but when it gets excited or something, it flips these other wings out, and it flaps these other wings, and the other wings, the inner wings flap a little, and this beetle goes gyrating around. They can't fly very good, but they sure levitate great, I guess. And anyway, he took a whole bunch of these bug wings, and he glued them to like a Venetia blind structure, and he put it into a little platform he built. So they were all, these bug wings were all covered in here. And he used I theorize he used the wing covers as well as the inner wing itself. There's also a kind of a handlebar on this thing with some controls. You can see the thing a little better here in detail. The controls, I think, had to be manipulated continuously and probably vibrated to create the same action that the bug was doing. There's also down at the base some kind of a lever.
Yeah, he's telling you, he's giving up the game inside that. It's a sigil. It's a talisman.
Grebennikov claimed that he could fly this thing, or levitate it, and it would go around at almost 1,000 miles an hour. Now you ask, how can that happen? You know, well, he said that there was an energy field that built up around this thing due to this gravity field building up in the platform. And by this thing building up, it built out a force field that basically surrounded him and protected him from the local environment. So even though he was flying at 1,000 miles an hour, you could go, you could be wearing your Sunday best suit and not get it flutter a bit at 1,000 miles an hour. I'm not sure I'd want to stand on something going 1,000 miles an hour that's 2 feet square. But this picture here shows him sitting on the ground. And these pictures are much better if you get on the HeliNet site. This is the
That's what I'm on.
platform with him on it, about
That's
3
no
to 6
video,
feet
maybe
above the ground. Here's the shadow here down below. And you could say this is all faked. But if you get into the other things he did with shape, they almost mirror the stuff that I discovered. And it proves, I guess, that there's either 2 crazy people in the world, or there's 2 people that have found the same discoveries. So I think that this is a valid phenomenon, And I'll show you why. Next slide is a micrograph that I took of a beetle inner wing. This is at a 100x. If you look closely at this thing, you can see rows of bumps all along the bottom of this wing. Each row is staggered from the next row next to it. And this is all over the surface of the bottom of the wing. Now, I don't know of any aerodynamic surface that has bumps all over the bottom to help it fly better. If you blow this up to 430x, you can start to see some of this microstructure of the cells that form.
And now we're just kind of repeating ourselves, I guess.
The next slide, at 970x, you start to see what these bumps that stick up are. They're a...
2 more minutes. This is just going to roll through the same thing we've already been covering.
Fibers that grow out of the sand.
Well, there's no videos of it.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever video. I've looked over these a couple times too.
I think I just remember the video, but
Eric Dollard is the most famous name right now and doing all this stuff, and he's like the modern living version of Tesla. And
who's this? Is he doing?
He's doing amazing research.
Sound, acoustic,
doing all of
stuff?
it. Mostly electrical. That's funny. Apparently I've searched for him before.
Eric Dollard chill.
That's funny. Yeah, I always just add chill to see who's trying to put him down, right? Oh, wow, interesting. Okay. I should go listen to this.
History and Theory of Electricity.
Yeah, 3.5 hours from the guy. Okay, so the guy I hang out with on Facebook and talk to sometimes, James Freed, who's excellent. I love James Freed. You know, he's the dome guy, and he's a flat Earth guy, and he's all about DNA is his main thing that he promotes. But he said that he's got nothing bad to say about this guy, that he's tried a lot of his ideas, and that they work, and that they work great with the dome, because the whole reason James Freed chose a dome is because it's the most efficient structure. So if you make it into a greenhouse, it works right. It's not inefficient like a square house or like a long tube or whatever. It's right. Like that's why Buckminster Fuller was stuck on them, you know, because they're right. There's something about them that's better than everything else, you know.
You can hold the most space.
Yeah, and heat it the easiest and cool it, and it's just efficient in the, you know, you get the most distribution of light trying to come into it, and if you want to light it yourself because you're not getting enough light, it's the most efficient to hang lighting and illuminate it, you know. You put a few lights at the top of a dome, and it catches it all, you know. It hits the middle of the ceiling, and it spreads out evenly, you know. So, yeah, I was just seeing if there's anything short. I don't want. Let's just see if there's any. Maybe
Can
what?
you search by length of videos?
Yeah, you can. So we'll do that, and then go to filter.
Oh, nice.
Go to filter, and then go to short. Yeah.
Eric Dollard, Flat Earth.
I wonder what he
Oh,
says.
I've seen that one. The sun is not. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was.
Let's see what he says.
From Williams F. Bellins, the Earth is flat? Question mark. And then a couple comments, and then Daryl Davies, what's his view on the flat Earth movement?
Who in the hell in their right mind can believe in a flat Earth?
Watch that one about the sun, the second one.
He's definitely not ready to question his own premises.
This one, I thought it was a flat Earth.
Yeah, this.
There's no inside structure.
Is it hollow?
Yeah, there's only a surface. There's nothing inside.
Is the sun actually, do we combusting in it?
It's not burning anything. There's no fusion in the sun. That's well understood.
Prove it.
Yeah, well, there's just no way to prove that there is any. It's only in the flares do you get fusion. That's why all the X-rays. The flares, the arcs, and the X-rays, and the microwaves, and whatever result of fusion in the arcs. There's no fusion in the sun. They don't know how the sun works.
Why do you, what's special? How does the sun make light?
It's a transform.
Yep.
Transforms from
Yep.
some other
That's,
dimension.
oops. I was trying to pause it. Sorry.
It's not burning anything. It doesn't have to. It's a converter.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know. Nobody knows. But that's what it does. That's the only thing it can do because that's how everything works.
Let's
It's
turn
not
it back
burning
here.
anything.
Hold
It
on.
doesn't have.
I want to say something here too. Notice they asked him about flat Earth, and he went like this. Actually, I think he looked that way.
I think he looked out his window.
He looked.
That's what it looked like.
He looked really hard, like he was. Yeah, he looked really
He looked
hard.
out his window.
And then he said, "Who in the hell would believe in a flat Earth?" And he looked at the camera like everyone's stupid. But he didn't say, "I don't believe the Earth is flat." You know what I mean? He gave.
Well, let's go back and see it, because it didn't look like he was.
I don't think that he believes it's flat, but he didn't give a straight
He looked pretty
answer.
skeptical about it.
From Williams F. Bellins.
That face,
The Earth
let's
is
see.
flat? Question mark. And then a couple comments, and then Daryl Davies, what's his view on the flat Earth movement?
He's looking out the window.
Who in the hell in their right mind can believe in a flat Earth?
I don't think he's given a straight answer. I think he did that to protect himself. I don't think he thinks the Earth is flat necessarily either. But that was that was like the way you'd answer a cop if you don't want to give any answer at all. Where are you going? Where am I going? You know, kind of that kind of an answer.
Hey everybody, this is
We've been
Eric
drinking
Marcotti
tonight.
with
Who the hell would drink and then drive?
That's
we're in
right.
Spokane, Washington, at my shop with Eric Dollard.
That was weird. Where'd that other video go? Oh, we gotta go back one more. Let's hear this again too. We're gonna wrap the show up doing this, folks. We're gonna listen to Eric Dollard talk about the sun.
Yeah, there's only a surface. There's nothing inside.
Is the sun actually, do we combusting in it?
It's not burning anything. There's no fusion in the sun. That's well understood.
Proven.
Yeah, well, there's just not the way to prove that there is any. It's only in the flares that you get fusion. That's why all the X-rays. The flares, the arcs, and the X-rays, and the microwaves, and whatever result of fusion in the arcs. There's no fusion in the sun. They don't know how the sun works.
Why do you, what's special? How does the sun make light?
It's a transform. Transforms from some other dimension. It's not burning anything. It doesn't have to. It's a converter.
Of what?
I don't know. Nobody knows. But that's what it does. That's the only thing it can do because that's how everything works.
Transforming from another dimension.
Yeah, you could say it's taking energy from another dimension, counter space.
Yeah.
There's no energy actually. You can't. Most of it you can't even measure in outer space or see.
Can't see.
No, you can't see the sun in free space.
So the sun is not visible in outer space.
Not in free space. It's only invisible when gross matter becomes involved, like the Earth's atmosphere and envelope and the surface of the moon or whatever. That makes the light. Otherwise, there is no light. You can see the moon, you can see the Earth, but you can't see the sun or you can't see the stars.
But you can see the planets and
Yeah,
the satellite.
right. You can see material objects, but you cannot see the sources of light. There is no light till there's a material object.
To reflect light.
So that means there's no time delay. So the whole time delay thing is meaningless. It doesn't take light years. There are no light years because there's no light.
This one.
So that means that the light you see from the distant stars isn't 4 million years old. It could be only minutes old. Could be instantaneous. All the theories collapse.
It is
when
instantaneous.
you can't see the stars in outer space.
That's a big lie. Have you seen this one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're almost closing up here, folks. We're going to let you think about NASA's big lie. Plural, lies.
Lies.
You think it
What
was
does
all...
NASA mean in Hebrew?
Whilst.
Means lie.
It means
Mark
fly.
Cameron. This is from Mark Cameron.
Whilst in space, have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
Don Pettit's such a retard.
Yeah. So because you can see, so you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, and pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
These guys don't.
Oh yeah.
They look like they're improvising.
They are.
They seem like us at the beginning of the show.
We're never able to see stars from the lunar surface or on the daylight side of the moon. The sky is a deep black when viewed from the moon, as it is when viewed from cislunar space, the space between the Earth and the moon. And we cannot see stars.
It's not a black void. I mean, it's black, but there's all kinds of little polka dots.
There's all the stars there. The cool thing is about you can see it during the day.
And when you're in space and you're looking into deep space and you're on the sun side of the orbit, the sunlight washes out all the starlight, so you can't see any stars, just like here on Earth.
There's all the stars there. The cool thing is about you can see it during the day.
Yeah, you can, and there's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moons.
You see the gas Magellan clouds of the Milky Way galaxy.
The sunlight washes out all the starlight, so you can't see any stars, just like here on Earth.
These guys are just improvising.
Pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
When you look out into deep
definitely.
space,
It
away from
seems
sun,
the way
it's
that he
darkest
talks like a
dark you can
retard?
imagine.
Yeah. He seems weird.
And his eyes.
The velvet, bottomless bucket of the
I don't like this guy either.
No, I hate
And
that
like
guy.
just hanging there in a vast sea of darkness and the most frightening darkness that you could ever imagine.
Pretty much all the time you can see the stars. From Mark Cameron. This is from Mark Cameron.
Whilst in space, have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
And the most frightening darkness that you could ever imagine.
Pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
The sky, of course, was black, but it had sort of a velvet sheen to it.
The biggest visual surprise was just how black the sky was. You have a brilliant sun, brighter than any sun you normally would see, even here in New Mexico. You have these extraordinarily high mountains. We were in a valley deeper than the Grand Canyon. But then you have this black sky, a sky blacker than black, as the old VIVITAR expression used to be.
There's all the stars there. The cool thing is about you can see it during the day.
I've often tried to explain the difference between darkness, when you turn out the lights and it's dark in here, or blackness. Blackness is the endlessness of it all. It's hard to comprehend.
Pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
We don't need no watches. I don't have to show you any stinking watches.
All right. Here we are back to watching ourselves fade into space. Only 2 people left. 5 minutes after 10 p.m. on RX Only Picture Show episode 12. We should see if the...
12.
You think this thing's charged up? Let's see. What does it say? Oh, it still just says MSDC.
I'm sure it's charged.
I was curious how long it takes.
Let's unplug it and see.
Oh. Yeah, unplug it. It sings you a song.
It does. It's the Aloha song. I'm turning on.
Yeah, it's fully charged now, so it doesn't take long. So if we had 2 of them... No, I'm just kidding.
We
So
can
go ahead. Turn it on,
put
Jimmy.
them both on our heads.
Turn it on. Let's go. Hey, baby. I got a song for you, you motherfucker. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's the, we're going to wrap up our VIVITAR 360 DVR 987 HD test. Setup speculation about how it's going to work with the open broadcast software, OBS.
We're going to have to give it a review next time.
Probably going to try and get a hangout going next week and see if we can arm twist, harangue, encourage, or maybe just get lucky and find somebody who wants to jump and hang out with us. We'll see. That's our tentative plan for next week. Aloha.
Aloha.
Hallelujah.
Like, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, or do.
Or do.
And what do we always say at the end of every show? Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.